Welcome back to another week of IUP-TV News. I'm Vinny Lowry. This past week was homecoming at IUP, and tonight we bring you stories from the parade, Crimson Huddle, and the Sunday cleanup.
And I'm Rachel Dawsey. Let's begin tonight with the IUP versus Cal U football game. Not only was Saturday IUP homecoming, it was also the 7th annual Coal Bowl contest between the Crimson Hawks and the California University of Pennsylvania Vulcans. IUP beat Cal U 26-10 on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It was an exciting win for the team as they maintain an undefeated season.
If you weren't able to make it to Miller Stadium for the big game, you were able to stream it thanks to ESPN3. ESPN and Niles Media Group recorded and streamed the game. We sent reporter Tegan Schreckengoss to get a closer look at ESPN's presence at the game.
George P. Miller Stadium was packed full this weekend, reaching a record high in attendance with 4,019 students, fans, and alumni for IUP's homecoming showdown against Cal U. Not only was this game a special rivalry for both teams competing for a win in the 9th annual Coal Bowl, a trophy game that dates back to 2009 between the teams, but sports news coverage, ESPN was there to cover it all. IUP was selected to be part of the ESPN3 NCAA Division II Showdown, an 18-game regular season streaming schedule. Niles Media Group was contracted by ESPN to film the showcase game, bringing in a production truck to capture the most thrilling moments. The truck featured about 8 TV screens that seated the technical crew. ESPN selected Jim Hawley to produce and direct the game. What was Jim's vision for the game?
Clean and a nice clean television production is what I'm shooting for. We've got 4 cameras, and that's not a lot of cameras, but we can do a basic game, and we're looking to do some coverage of both schools equally.
IUP is one of 3 Division II schools which will be featured twice during the regular season on ESPN. The Crimson Hawks will take on Slippery Rock this upcoming season, which was also chosen for the showcase.
That was reporter Tegan Schreckengoss. Later in the program, sports anchor Sarah Moltz will be here to give more details on the football game and update us on other sports around campus.
It was an exciting weekend. Amid all the celebration and visitors, downtown Indiana can get quite messy. IUP's Center for Multicultural Student Leadership and Engagement organized a Sunday cleanup with students from Greek Life who took to the streets with glove and garbage bags to help tidy up Philadelphia Street. Reporter Peyton Markajon gives us an inside look.
Rain or shine, IUP Greek Life came out to clean up the streets of Indiana on Sunday after homecoming. The Greek Life cleanup event has been a tradition in the IUP community following celebrations like homecoming. This year was certainly no exception, as students met outside Pratt Hall at 9:45 a.m. to split up and clean not only IUP, but different parts of town as well, including Philadelphia Street and other community streets. The students involved were eager to do their part in serving the community. Brandon, a student of Kappa Delta Rho, agreed, saying, quote, "We make a mess and we've got to clean it up." Most Greek organizations have some form of philanthropy or community service element to their mission. The students I spoke to agreed that participating in this event certainly serves that mission. This event not only provides a service to the community, but also provides an opportunity to improve relations between IUP students and the residents of Indiana. Students expressed that this can be a way to allow the community to understand more about Greek life and to promote community relations in general. Overall, this cleanup is a way for the Greek life communities of IUP to give back to the Indiana community, while building strong relationships between not only different Greek organizations, but with the community as well. You can also expect to see an event like this one after St. Patrick's Day, following what is known by many as IUPatties. Reporting for IUP-TV, I'm Peyton Markajon.
All the students who participate are volunteers. The Sunday cleanup is planned by IUP's Assistant Director for Greek Life and Student Engagement, Betsy Sarnaso. The event is held after homecoming and St. Patrick's Day.
The accolades for IUP continue to pile up with the most recent ranking from the Wall Street Journal. The journal's Higher Education College 2017 ranking lists IUP as one of the top universities in the nation, based on student surveys and nationally reported data. The universities included in these rankings are rated based on 4 categories: resources, engagement, outcomes, and environment. This recognition follows recent IUP honors from U.S. News, World Report, Forbes magazine, and Money magazine.
We're gonna take a short break, but stay tuned for stories about the homecoming parade and news about the Indiana Borough.
The Communications, Media, and Instructional Technology PhD program gave my life direction. This program was perfect for me with a combination of research and media production. Hands-on courses gave me skills that I now pass on to my students. I use all three areas of the program, production, theory, and research, every day in my job as a college professor.
Learn how the CMIT PhD program can change your life. Visit iup.edu/CMIT.
Success. We see it every day. Hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes, internationally known faculty who are committed to your success. Real-world experiences to guide you on your career and life path. An alumni network 120,000 strong. I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll. Visit us. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
I fell in love with the campus, with the people, with my IUP life. See it for yourself. Visit us. Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
Welcome back. IUP's fall 2017 enrollment numbers show an increase in new freshmen and military-affiliated students. The university released data last week that shows an increase of 146 new freshmen, or a 6.3% increase over last year, as well as 94 more military-affiliated students. The overall headcount for students is 10,143 undergraduates and 2,173 graduate students. The university reports the academic quality of students remains strong, with the freshman class having an average high school GPA of 3.24 and an average SAT score of 1,011. Out of the total student population for fall 2017, 20% of the students are listed as minority and almost 7% are international. Nearly 56 countries are represented in the international student population, and IUP College of Health and Human Services remains the largest college on campus, with just over 3,500 undergraduate students and more than 500 graduate students.
The annual homecoming parade was no disappointment this year. Beginning at 11th and Philadelphia Street, IUP President Mike Driscoll led the parade with IUP Alumni Board Directors President John Anoski. More than 90 groups from community and campus made their way through town. Reporter Paige Kreischer walked through the parade route to get a closer look.
The homecoming parade for 2017-2018 school year took place on Saturday at 10 a.m. This year's theme was Mother Nature, Ecosystems of the World. The parade featured over 80 different units, both from the community and the campus itself, and the weather couldn't have been better for the festivities. Betsy Sorniso was in charge of running the parade this year, though she was not originally given this opportunity.
It's planned by Brianna Driley in our office, and today she had a family wedding, so I stepped in to be the chair of the parade. I'm usually a stager, so I'm part of the team that helps, and I am a past chair, but once she came onto staff, we passed the duties onto her.
Though there can be a lot of challenges when organizing a parade, Betsy and the rest of the parade staff made sure everything went smoothly.
Worrying that you won't have enough units, and allowing and permitting late registrations, making sure the floats are being built in a timely fashion and supporting those students, and then really the weather. It's the weather that I think we all worry about the most.
This year's parade featured floats from different fraternities, sororities, the IUP Marching Band, and local high school bands, IUP President Michael Driscoll and his wife Becky, along with many organizations from the community. Next year, Betsy still plans on being a part of a team that organizes all of this for the parades and looks to improve.
It's just improving, so can we stage this better? We have a very defined area from 11th Street to 13th and in between, and how do we max that out? Say we get 90 units next year because it's just as nice. We just need to figure out how we fit everybody in. I think the other thing that will be, there'll be a new theme for the floats, and how do we work with those students in inspiring those fresh new floats for next year?
For IUP-TV News, this is Paige Kreischer.
The $1,000 first place prize went to the float Under the Sea, constructed by Tri Sigma and Zeta Tau Alpha sororities and Sigma Kappa and Sigma Pi fraternities.
Immediately following the parade was Alumni Association's Crimson Huddle. The Crimson Huddle is a family-friendly pre-game party held in the Kovalchik Center. It featured reunions of various groups, including sororities, fraternities, and sports teams.
Performer Lil Uzi Vert had a show at the Kovalchik this past week. It drew many students from campus and music lovers around the area. A class of communications media students focused on the concert for their first story. Thanks to the class, we have an inside look at the performance.
It's homecoming week at IUP, and you know what that means. The parade, football game, and of course, the big homecoming concert. This year, it's the rapper Lil Uzi Vert, and the tickets are sold out. Students are lining up as soon as they get out of class so they can get a front row seat. About 2 hours before the show is getting ready to start, people are lining up in front of the KCAC so they can get a good view of the rapper. Despite getting there on time, Lil Uzi Vert showed up to the concert very late. We got to talk to a few people after the concert who seemed upset about their concert experience.
So I was really annoyed that Lil Uzi came on at 10:45 instead of 8 o'clock because he had us sitting there for about 2 hours. But we was really bored. At first, like, the music was okay, but then we started getting bored, and he had a bad opening act. So yeah, I was really annoyed.
It wasn't worth the wait because at the end of the day, okay, he should have been there on time. Okay, and then being as though that he wasn't, when he did get there, I was already frustrated, so I couldn't enjoy it. So it wasn't worth it because I was already mad before he got there. So you know what I'm saying? Just be on time, that's all I'm saying.
Even though some people were mad at Lil Uzi Vert, there were others who kept positive about the future of IUP homecoming events.
As of now, it depends on who the artist is, but that wouldn't discourage me from buying a ticket.
Obviously, it depends on who the artist is going to be next year, but that wouldn't discourage me from getting another ticket.
From the past years that IUP has been having their homecoming concerts, they never had any trouble with artists coming late. This year's concert is a highlight to the people that went that they'll never forget.
Turning now to community news. You'll be able to stroll around Indiana with an open container of alcohol after the resolution by the Indiana Borough Council, with some limitations. Waivers of the open container prohibition will be restricted to festivals. Festival sponsors will be able to obtain a permit that allows the sale of beer, wine, and cider, and allows festival goers to walk around with an open container of alcohol within a defined area. The 8-2 approval comes after several months of discussion.
You may be getting a visit from a member of Indiana Borough Council if your home was affected by flooding this summer. Council members will be touring their neighborhoods to talk to property owners about their flood damage and cleanup experience. Borough Council members hope to plan for future flood mitigation.
17 people are under arrest on drug-related charges in Indiana and surrounding areas. State polices from the Indiana and Greensburg barracks and other law enforcement groups rounded up suspects in Indiana, Blairsville, and Sagamore. Police have confiscated a large quantity of heroin, small amounts of crack cocaine, and guns. Additional warrants are set to be served on another 17 people on charges of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance.
Sarah Moltz will be here with sports after this break.
The brain is a remarkable organ. It's almost infinite in its capacity. Its ability to reach its full potential is limited by only one thing: the heart. For if the heart isn't fully engaged in what you're doing, If you have no drive, no passion, the brain will simply go through the motions. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Receiving a Jefferson Award for public service was an honor I will always cherish. I've known since I was very young that I wanted to help make a difference, but I didn't create an organization to win an award. I did it because as a teacher, I believe all kids deserve a good start and a shot at high achievement. I'm April King, a graduate of Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Get my story at IUP.edu.
It's hard to explain. It just became home. There are hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes and faculty that really get to know you. Amazing internships and everywhere, programs that help to find a job that is right for you. It's what IUP is about, a commitment to your success. See it for yourself. Visit us, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
What does it mean to have a college degree?
I can finish what I started.
I can compete for my dream job.
What does it mean to have an IUP Communications Media degree?
I can get a promotion.
I am going to be a leader in my community.
What does it mean to get your IUP degree online?
I can afford it.
I'll have a mentor.
I did it on my own time.
Face-to-face, professor support when you need it at our North Point campus. Find out how easy it is to get your degree from IUP.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Moltz, and thanks for joining me today for another segment of Hawk Zone Sports. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this past Saturday, the IUP football team picked up the win against the number 16 California Vulcans, 26-10 in the 9th annual Coal Bowl. Thanks to ESPN3, we had the chance to put together highlights of quarterback Lenny Williams. Televised by ESPN3, redshirt junior quarterback Lenny Williams had a total of 287 yards and 3 touchdowns. Along with his impressive stats, Williams was also named the game's most valuable player, throwing for 268 yards while running 28 more yards. In addition, IUP overcame 4 turnovers, including 3 fumbles against Cal. Cal's only points of the game came in the second period. The Crimson Hawks hold a 6-0 record, staying undefeated in the PSAC Western Division 3-0. This is the first time IUP has started the season 6-0 since 2001. According to the D2 Football Top 25 poll released this morning, the IUP football team is ranked number 2 in the nation. This is the highest ranking for IUP since 2001. They also sit at number 3 in this week's AFCA Division 2 Top 25. In other Crimson Hawk sports, the IUP women's soccer team grabbed another win as they shut out Mansfield 6-0 this past Saturday. Freshman goaltender Madeline Smalski picked up her 5th straight shutout of the season, helping the Crimson Hawks improve to a 7-4 overall and 6-4 record in the conference. IUP senior Dalton Trump on the IUP men's cross-country team finished 4th place overall in the Carnegie Mellon Hampton Inn Pittsburgh University Medical Center Invitational last Saturday morning. Both the men's and women's teams competed. The IUP men finished 4th out of 20 teams, while the women came in 10th out of 16 teams. And finally, the IUP women's tennis team wrapped up their fall season this Saturday with a dual win at Kutztown. IUP gave up only 5 points, winning 6-3 over the Golden Bears. IUP's women's tennis spring schedule will be released in the next few months. Let's take a look at what's been on the board this week for this week's and weekend's games. IUP football is back in action this Saturday with another huge game, against number 13th ranked Slippery Rock at 2 o'clock p.m. This game has also been chosen as an NCAA Division II showcase contest and will be featured on ESPN3. So if you have ESPN3 on your channels, please make sure to tune in because it's going to be another great game. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, October the 11th, the IUP field hockey team takes on Mercier at home starting at 4 p.m. Women's volleyball plays at Clarion today at 7 and hosts Edinburgh this Friday the 13th at 7 o'clock. And the women's soccer team also plays Edinburgh this Friday the 13th at 4 p.m. at South Campus Field. That's everything for sports. Vinny and Rachel will give you a look at upcoming events following this break.
The Communications Media and Instructional Technology PhD program gave my life direction. This program was perfect for me with a combination of research and media production. Hands-on courses gave me skills that I now pass on to my students. I use all three areas of the program, production, theory, and research, every day in my job as a college professor.
Learn how the CMIT PhD program can change your life. Visit iup.edu/CMIT.
Success. We see it every day. Hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes, internationally known faculty who are committed to your success. Real-world experiences to guide you on your career and life path. An alumni network 120,000 strong. I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll. Visit us. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
I fell in love with the campus, with the people, with my IUP life. See it for yourself. Visit us. Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
The brain is a remarkable organ. It's almost infinite in its capacity. Its ability to reach its full potential is limited by only one thing: the heart. For if the heart isn't fully engaged in what you're doing, if you have no drive, no passion, the brain will simply go through the motions. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
The official wrap-up to homecoming was the annual homecoming concert featuring IUP bands. The concert was held in Fisher Auditorium, and reporter Alexi Vakonin was able to attend.
The Department of Music in the IUP College of Fine Arts presented its homecoming concert on Sunday in the Fisher Auditorium. The concert comprised of two performances. First, the symphony band conducted by Dr. Stephanie Calder performed American classics by composers such as Ron Nelson and Owen Reed. Second, the wind ensemble conducted by Dr. Timothy A. Paul performed Johann Sebastian Bach's Fantasia and Fugue in G minor. The concert finished with music from Prague by Czech composer Karel Husa. All of the IUP music departments and ensembles are open to all IUP students through auditions that are held during the first week of every semester. Be sure to check out the upcoming events for the IUP College of Fine Arts at www.iup.edu/livelyarts. Alex Vauhkonen reporting for IUP-TV News.
Even with the hustle and bustle of homecoming behind us, there are still some events coming up you might want to take note. On Sunday, October 15th, LGBT Commission is hosting a film festival screening of This Is Everything in Beard Auditorium in Stouffer Hall at 6.
On October 16th, the International Education Office will host International Lunch Hour starting at 12 in the Sutton Hall Blue Room.
Monday night is the next installment of the 6 o'clock series. This week features young professionals offering advice about handling life as an adult.
Eberly College of Business is sponsoring a business seminar on October 17th. The workshop is designed to help entrepreneurs develop business plans and manage financial decisions.
The Office of International Studies is hosting the Education Abroad Fair on the 18th of October. All are welcome to attend. And finally, October 19th is Wear Purple Day. IUP's Haven Project, in collaboration with the Pride Alliance, is encouraging everyone to wear purple in support of those who have been through abusive relationships. They will have a table set up in the Oak Grove Everyone who visits the table and is wearing purple will be entered in a raffle to win a $25 Co-op store gift card.
That's everything we have for you tonight. Be sure to follow us on social media and be sure to tune in next time for IUP-TV News.